Dear friends, we are going to talk about an extremely important topic, that is fruit. But today we are not going to talk about fruit in our country, about some of the fruits that are considered national dishes in countries around the world. Sometimes when you read this article you may remember that the national dish of our country is not rice but dal, and you may laugh. Some say that our national fruit is grass. Talk about rubbing salt in my wounds, though that's a lot of work. Irish is too. We don't need to tell you again what country this dish is from. In the early days, this stew was made by adding goat meat, onions, potatoes and parsley over a low heat. The specialty of this dish is that it looks like a thick soup. Nowadays, other vegetables are added for this purpose to enhance the taste. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. Sometimes people living in England may object to us naming roasted beef and Yorkshire pudding as the national dish. But to this day, most traditional English kitchens don't make the mistake of preparing these dishes on Sundays. But another thing to mention is that when Yorkshire pudding says we in Sri Lanka feel like this is something to take as a dessert. But Yorkshire pudding is similar to bread made from milk, flour and eggs. Ackee and Saltfish. Jamaica is a country of African descent. In the past, people who were brought to the islands of Jamaica as slaves were allowed to eat the common fruit of the country. The nutritional value of this fruit is similar to that of scrambled eggs after boiling. Jamaicans combine ackee and salted fish to make their own dish. Sometimes tomatoes and onions are added to enhance the flavor. Hamburgers. There are various theories about the origin of hamburgers, but by now the hamburger has become extremely popular all over the world. In Sri Lanka, our people are accustomed to eating hamburgers as a fast food, often of the main course. Goulash. The goulash, one of the most popular dishes in many Central European countries, was named by Hungary as its national dish and is now a national symbol. This dish is like a thick soup and stew. Mostly beef is used for this purpose and different types of meat are also used for their convenience. In addition, vegetables, spices and red onions are added. Potapu. In the early days, this dish was widely prepared by the French in the winter and later became the national dish of the country. This dish is made by boiling beef and vegetables such as carrot and turnips into a thick soup. Kibbeh, considered a staple fruit in Lebanon and Syria. It uses minced mutton, cereals and seasonings. Most people prepare baked and boil this fruit after it has been prepared. But some people say that in order to get the maximum taste out of this fruit, it should be eaten in the form of a paste without any such change.